Okay, well, today's agenda, we will recognize the top agents. We'll look at some profitable tips and tricks as always, and we will look at some news and announcements. We always begin with some appreciation, and we would love to give some sincere appreciation to some people that have really done an outstanding job last week in issuing business. And I'd like to point out for anyone that's new on the meeting, these numbers and agents that you see we're recognizing them for business that was issued, not just placed, but placed and issued, which is the key because that's how we get paid. So the top 3 ancillary agents for the week are, in third place, Barbara Squinn. Great job. She's always on the board. She's phenomenal. Second place, Joe Masonette, always on the board as well. Amazing. And remember, this is ancillary, not major med, so these are great numbers for ancillary product. And the agent who wrote the most ancillary premium last week and had it issued was Lisa Krab, $6,515.16 annual volume. Amazing. She made a lot of money on that business. You guys, that's the way to do it, and she's just hitting it out of the park. And the top 3 major med agents for the week are in third place. This is amazing for a third place number, Barbara. $9,335.16. In second place, David Grandal, $10,831.44. So can't wait to see number 1. This is going to be a phenomenal number, as always. Art Capo, $18,773.52. Way to hit it out of the park. Art's not on the call today, but we can still give him some sincere appreciation from afar. Well, we're going to get into our profitable tip of the week now. Create a strong opening statement. What we want to do is create immediate interest for further discussion. Engage the prospect and ask a question. So hopefully this is some back to basics tips. I can never get enough too much back to basics, and I always engage in continued training and try to bring it to you guys in this forum every week. So let's see what we got. How do you say your name when you call somebody? Dale Carnegie teaches us that we should say our names with what is called pause, part, punch. And what that means is, if I'm going to say my name, which is Carolyn Constant, I would say, hi, my name is Carolyn Constant. You want to avoid mumbling and rushing and being unheard for 2 reasons. 1, you want them to remember your name. And 2, you don't want to be frustrating to listen to. People don't want to ask, what did you say, or I'm sorry I didn't get your name. Super important tip. We use this tip often. So what's the next thing that you do? When you're talking to someone on the phone, what's important is that you say something like, I was hoping you had a quick moment to help me with something. So weird, right? You're probably thinking, why on earth would I say that? Well, because it's so weird. And what's going to happen, you guys, when you ask a question like this, first of all, it's hard not to say yes. And it's your goal as the insurance agent to always get them saying yes fast in the conversation. So if you begin with, hi, we'll say Martin. Is Martin there? And he says, this is Martin. I would say, hi, Martin, this is Carolyn with AHCP. And I was hoping you had just a quick moment to help me with something. He's most likely to say, sure, what do you got? He's unlikely to hang up on me or unlikely to not allow me to proceed. And this is a tip that I highly suggest you try. It doesn't have to be this sentence, but it does have to be something that's allowing them to invite you to speak more. Now, the next thing you want to do is engage the prospect. Address each of the following in whatever order seems most appropriate, and make sure the benefit to your prospect is mentioned in the first 10 seconds. Super big. What problem do you solve? Simple terms. Avoid using industry slang or phrases that mean nothing to an outsider. We have solutions to Obamacare. Means nothing to an outsider. They don't know what they need in terms of solutions. Try using solution-driven verbiage like, we can help you obtain the best plan for the lowest rate in your community. And we're going to get further into this by identifying the community. A question to gauge the interest level of the prospect. Has an insurance specialist plugged your specific situation into a healthcare reform calculator to determine plans you should consider in your area? That's a very specific question. Consider using words and phrases like maximize, increase, minimize, reduce, prevent, save, acquire. These are words you should be using. Now let's look at phrases that we should avoid, like, how are you today? Really, really bad way to begin a conversation with a lead, and especially with a cold call. I don't know how many of you are out there still cold calling, but you guys, even if you are purchasing leads, they're cold calls. You don't have a relationship with this person yet. So still try to avoid using these types of phrases. I'd like to learn more about your business so I can determine. That screams salesperson is on the other line. We're the leading provider of blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to sell you something, and I'm trying to talk about me and not hear about you. That's what that's saying to them. I'd like to see if there are ways we can work together. No. They don't know you. They don't want to find ways that they can work with you. They know nothing about you yet. Did I catch you at a bad time? Huge opportunity for them to say, yes, you did. So let's not give them that opportunity. And is now a good time? Same as the other. Very easy for them to say, no, it's not. That's a hard one to get over, because if you guys are anything like me, when you started your insurance career, you were probably coached by a bunch of people that told you to do things like this, and now they're considered bad habits. So retraining how we talk to people isn't always easy, but it's important to try. So here's an example of what it would look like being done well. Hi. And then you would say their first name. So I'm going to use Martin as an example. So, hi, Martin. This is Carolyn Constant with America's Healthcare Plan. We help people in Oakland County prevent the costly mistake of getting stuck in the wrong health plan before open enrollment ends. And I'm calling today to see if you'd be interested in making sure you have access to the best plan available to you in Oakland County. Or maybe I'm saying the city in Commerce Township or whatever it is. Being more specific lets them know that you're doing business in their area and that you've thought about their situation. Now, hopefully that was helpful to you guys. If you want to work further with it, you can call Martin, and if you're in AHCP's Elite program, you can reach out to me. And what we do is we have some custom scripting and some opportunity to help you guys really do better on the phone. And another thing that we've done is we've partnered with a company called CAM, and CAM offers really great products for insurance agents. I think we've probably gone over them a little bit before in the past, but I don't know about you guys. I know for me, I always want to get some print marketing and do some maybe video marketing, and it's expensive. And let's face it, I'm not a graphic artist, I'm not a copywriter, and I want great content and a great looking, product, and I don't want to spend $1 million getting there. So this is really great. Brent Hagee, who grew up in the insurance business, his dad is a FMO. He has spent his entire adult life creating promotional stuff for insurance agents, and he's launched his own site now where you can buy some of this. You can buy already made stuff, or you can request some more customized material. And let's look at his store, and we can find out what you can do right now to rocket your business to the next level. So let's take a look at his site together. So here's the site. Now here's a picture of Brent, and he's a really nice guy, easy to work with. And so he's come up with some set marketing items that most agents use and actually get some good traction on. So I love the business cards because he's got this really unique opportunity for business cards. You can get just a regular business card, but he's also got these door hangers with these tear-off business cards at the bottom. Awesome. And he's super savvy. He'll put your national producer number and your FFM ID on the bottoms. So if somebody wants to go to the marketplace, at least they have your number so you get credit. Super smart. Love this marketing design. Now, this is the one that I really recommend you guys look at for marketing immediately. Tent cards. If you've been in the business a while, you might see these in your community. And you guys, these work. I would suggest getting the 1,000. Now, this includes the customization and the shipping, so the price is phenomenal. If you go out and look online, you'll see how great of a rate this is. And it's not going to look busy and homemade. It's going to look professional, and it's going to have your information on it. This is the time to do this, guys. Even I ordered these. I don't have the time to write business like I used to, but I go put them out for my dad, and he gets business out of them. He'll tell you. He'll get on the call in a minute and tell you. But he's put these out for years, and they work so well if you're consistent. You can't put out 10 and expect to get a return. But our suggestion to you is to put out 5 locations a day at least, okay, during the working week. So you want to do, 20 to 30 locations a week, and then you're going to put a stack of between like 8 and 10 cards stacked up. And then you'll go back to your community places and put them back. And we have coaching that will help you always get the store owner to say yes. I can tell you great places to put these are like, diners and gas stations, and nowhere where their desk or their cashier station is really pretty. But if it's just like a local diner, something that's not too high end, people are waiting to pay their bills, and they will see this and pick it up. You can customize your tagline. So for example, you might want to put affordable health plans. I love free local help, but you can customize that if you don't like it. Let us help you find your lowest local rate. I think that that's great. That's the kind of stuff people need help with. And then it has more details here, help with healthcare reform, subsidies, healthcare.gov, life insurance and disability. Really great job that Brent did with this. So I would go with the second order, because if you really are going to do a good job, this will last you a month if you're putting out what we recommend that you put out. And you guys got to be consistent. If you put them out once and never again, you're not going to get the saturation that you're looking for to get a great return. So really good. And again, if you don't like any of this verbiage, he'll customize it for you. This is just his suggestion. Okay, so really, really great stuff. And I recommend that you do this before healthcare reform ends, super important, not ends, but before open enrollment ends, I should say. Really awesome. And then another great one is these magnets. This is great to send as a thank you. Get your magnet on their fridge so they remember to call you next time too. Really, really great product. Again, you can customize your tagline, and this one's great because you can put your picture on there. You see a lot of property casualty agents do this, and you see a lot of real estate agents do this. You could also have your business card designed more like this. Again, they're very flexible. You could ask that you use this design for the business card. And so there you go. Now also we're going to be having a whole rollout on this, but this is where if you're interested in that quote builder product that we talked about, this is where you can subscribe to it. It's such a great tool, you guys, and we're enhancing it even more every day. There's a couple bugs with it that they were working out this week, and it should be completely ready to go next week. We will have an overview on it. The overview on the entire Elite program is coming to you guys really soon, and it's actually tomorrow. And I really highly recommend that if that's something that you're considering doing and you want to know how can I really maximize my business, what can I do even better, come to the meeting tomorrow and check it out. We really, really recommend it. And so for today, that's the tips and the highlights and what we recommend that you guys do, and hopefully that helps you. Remember that website is cam-agents.com. Whoopsies. And then here's some email addresses if you need to contact us. Again, my name is Carolyn Constant, and again, most of you guys know Martin Lewin. And if you need our help or you want some more information about any of this, please feel free to reach out to us. We love to help you guys, and we really want everyone just to have a tremendous end of open enrollment experience. So hopefully this was helpful to you. Martin, do you have anything you want to add to the call? Okay, well, no big deal. I don't think he has anything. So we'll see if, Joe, do you have anything you want to add to the call?
No, I would just like to reiterate that marketing is very important. You're not gonna sell if you're not marketing yourself. If people don't know who you are or where you are, so get out there and do your marketing, do your tent cards, walk and talk. Talk to business owners as you're doing those tent cards, as you're dropping them off. Engage people. Talk to the business owners. Or whoever's there, and a lot of times you'll find small businesses that have a group plan or don't have insurance for their employees, but they want to talk about it. They want some help getting their employees covered. So just don't be afraid to strike a conversation. Don't just drop your tent cards and run.
I agree. I've got some of our best customers that way, putting those out for my dad over the years. And, you walk up to the counter and you say, hi, we're leaving these in the community for people that need health insurance or need help with the exchange, getting help on healthcare.gov. And then you look at the person and you say, is anybody helping you with this? And they will look at you and take the card and they'll consider it. They will 50% be more likely to talk to you about it if you talk to them about it first. So, just having something simple like that. All right, well, it is 11:26. We try to make this meeting as short and meaningful as possible. I think that we accomplished that today. I don't see any questions in the chat, so I would say with that, it's time to say go make some money and make it a great day, everybody.